my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to do a little kind of chatty, chilled out tutorial, and also I'm going to do my makeup, and then I'm also going to do like a Q&A as well within this video too. I asked you guys on my Instagram the other day to send me in some questions for my first YouTube video, obviously, that I've did in like 3 months or something. I think was my last one that I uploaded, which is like crazy because I haven't took a break like that on YouTube in like years and years and years. It's nuts. I'm always active over on my Instagram as well, guys, so if you don't see me on YouTube, I'm always going to be on my Instagram. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I'll leave my little handle on the screen as well. But yeah, I'm just going to literally chill out, do my makeup, and answer some of you guys' questions, and I've missed you all so much, and I cannot wait to do this today. Like, I'm so excited, I can't wait. Okay, so the first product I'm going to use is the Flomar Double Radiance Primer. I've seen lots of people online talking about this little primer, and whenever I was down south for my birthday, I went to Dublin for my birthday there, and I seen this in Pennies, and I picked it up because I really wanted to try it. I love anything that's like really glowy and hydrating and just really dewy looking, so I'm going to put this on my skin today as my primer. I'm also just going to put this on my face with my hands as well, guys. I always do one layer and then do another layer because I love my skin being super dewy. The first question is, do you regret anything you've posted online? Like, there's literally been nothing that I've posted before where I've literally been like, shit, why did I upload that? Or, oh my god, I regret that so much. Like, everything that I've always uploaded on my Instagram or YouTube has been something that I've wanted to upload, so I don't feel any regret. So like nothing, like literally nothing. I feel like no regret towards anything on my online socials, YouTube, Instagram, everything like that. Okay, so someone says, when is the TV show coming out that you went to the US for? And also, guys, I'm just taking a little bit of my Maybelline Superstay foundation and just applying this all over my skin. In the summer there, I was traveling all around America investigating the beauty industry with the BBC, which was such an amazing opportunity. And the TV show is coming out in January time here. Whenever it's out, I'll definitely give you guys more information on like the exact date, because I don't know an exact date for now, but I cannot wait for you guys to see it because the amount of information that I learnt over there is literally incredible. But whenever the show goes live on TV, I'll be able to talk about more of the things that I actually learnt myself on the trip, because there was so much stuff that I learnt that I cannot wait to share with you guys, because it was like, what the fuck? Like, there was so many like, oh my god moments in that show where I was like, what is going on? But it was the best time of my life, and I cannot wait to see the final product on BBC Three. Like, I'm so excited. So around January time it'll be out, and I cannot wait to show you guys. Like, I'm so excited. Like, me on BBC Three, like, what the actual hell. So someone said, if you could choose any career, what would it be apart from the one you're in now? And see, to be honest, as I've grown older, I've kind of thought that as I would have got older, I would have become more like set in stone about what I wanted to do with my future. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to become like more flexible with like what I actually want to do with my career. Like, and especially with doing that show in America in the summer, it just kind of opened my eyes to the entire world, and it just proved to me that like I don't want to stay in Belfast like all my life. Like, I want to travel and do stuff, and I would never have ever have said that without the opportunity of going to America in the summer. And so because of that, I'm just like I don't know what I want to do. Like, there's so many things I would love to do. Like, psychology is one thing that I've took a real big interest in over the past while. Like, over the past year, I've took a real big interest in that. So psychology, I've started reading books, which is so unusual for me to do. I don't know, like, as I'm getting older, there's just so much more things that I'm wanting to learn. Like, whenever I was younger, it was more just like makeup and like just like a little set in stone path, whereas now, as I'm getting older, like, there's so much stuff that I want to do and accomplish, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, please. And I'm just so excited for 2020. For a brand new year and a brand new decade, just to get stuck straight in with things that I personally want to do, like my own decisions, and I just cannot wait for it. Like, I'm buzzing. So to answer your question, like, what would you want to do? Like, I literally don't know what I would want to do because there's just so much that I want to do. Like, I'm crazy. I'm a crazy person. I'm also going to take a little bit of this down my neck because it's a little bit too dark for me right now, and I don't have any other foundations in the house with me, so I'm going to have to try and make this one work. And if you're wondering what shade this one is, by the way, guys, it is the shade Warm Sun, which is one of my most used shades that I actually use in the salon as well. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of the Barry M All Night Long Concealer, which is like an absolute staple of mine. I haven't been on YouTube, guys, to actually like tell you my favourite products, and this is one of them that I've been using literally over the past few months. It's amazing. It's the Barry M All Night Long Full Coverage Concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit of this underneath my eyes, and then also on just the highest points of my face. I'm going kind of for like a glam, like everyday look, so that's why I'm using like quite a lot of product today, because I want to just take it back like to my old roots and like old school times where I used to wear like a lot of makeup. Like, I barely wear makeup anymore, guys. It's crazy. So the next question is, do you still get comments about what happened on Snapchat last year? And if you guys didn't know, most of you probably already know that I was hacked on my Snapchat and my Twitter, and also one of my old Instagram accounts, like last year I think it was. And to be honest, literally I don't even get any comments about it anymore. Like, at the time, it was the most craziest thing that had ever happened to me and my partner and Anthony. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was actually madness. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to bring it back up again. But it was one of the most mentalist things that have ever happened to me and my boyfriend ever. And to be honest, I don't get any comments on it. Like, it was literally like the talk of Belfast for like a few days, and then it just calmed down, and then nobody like literally speaks about it anymore. So literally that in itself is just a sheer reflection of like, if you're going through stuff, it's just temporary, and you think that it's going to be like going on and on and on and on forever, but actually literally 2 days and it was literally forgot about in the entire public. So like, I did not care in the slightest. Like, it was the most crazy experience at the time, and I got so down and miserable because of it. And then once it blew over, I was like, oh my god, like everyone's actually forgot about this and it's completely fine. So never worry if you're going through bad shit, don't worry, because it will blow over and people will forget about the stuff that actually happened. So as I'm getting older, I'm getting so many questions about like, when am I having kids and when do I want to start a family and things like that. And to be honest, like, starting a family has never really been like something that I've like focused on and like even spoke about really. Just because like, I'm not the type of person to actually like plan stuff out like in any respect, like never mind children. And especially Anthony as well. Like, me and my boyfriend are the most laid back, chilled people that you'll ever meet. And like, what will be, and everything happens for a reason is literally our two like quotes that we live by whenever it comes to like kids. And there'll be a time and place, and right now there's just like, we have no time and we have like no place for it, to be honest. And it's just something that we probably will do in the future, but like right now we just have too much exciting things coming up that we want to get done like by ourselves first before we have to look after a child. Because right now I don't think I would be in the right kind of like mental space for a kid, as well as like just time in general. Like, I don't have enough time to like properly 100% give my all to a child right now, but there will be a time and place like one day in my life, but I'm just not too sure when. So hopefully that answers all of the kid kind of questions. I'm going to take the Barry M All Night Long concealer in the shade number 6, which is Hazelnut, and I'm going to cream contour with this one because I want to add like a nice like bronzy glowy base to my skin today. So I'm going to use the darker version of this concealer just to cream contour. Someone said, what do you order at Starbucks whenever you go? And to be honest, there's literally like a drive-through Starbucks like 2-minute drive away from my house, and to be honest, Starbucks has never really been something that I've been like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god over. But every morning I get like a vanilla latte, which is like so basic and plain, but to be honest, I just find it really overpriced for like what it is, and I prefer Tim Hortons. Like I prefer going to Tim Hortons for like my cooler drinks, so like my frozen lemonades and smoothies and things like that, and then I just prefer getting like my coffee vanilla lattes from Starbucks. And even at that, it's like £3, like 10 every single morning, and it's not even £3, it's like £6.20 whenever me and my boyfriend are getting one. So it's really expensive, but like their coffee is good, but I don't think I would spend the money on like anything else from Starbucks, to be fair. Someone said, what's your favourite vape juice? And to be honest, I don't really vape. I only ever vape whenever someone else like around me has like an e-pen to do so. I've had vapes before in the past like for myself, and the only thing that I thoroughly enjoyed vaping was CBD oil, to be honest. And all the other little flavours, like some of them are nice, some of them are rotten, but I can't actually think of like at the top of my tongue like what flavours I like. But to be honest, if I'm going to vape anything, I always like to vape CBD oil because I know that it's good for you and I know that it helps. So like normal vape oil just does nothing really for you, it's just kind of riddled with chemicals, to be honest. So like I don't really have like a favourite vape juice, but apart from like CBD oil or something like that. Somebody asked me, how do you manage to juggle being a social media influencer as well as being an adult? And to be honest, like as I've got older, I've realised how hard it is to actually just deal with life stuff as an adult, and also kind of deal with online stuff too, and it is quite hard. But like if it's something that you're passionate about and you want to make a life for yourself doing, like you have to sort of create time for it, and that's something that I've kind of learnt the hard way, and I've really, you know, realised over time like how much online, like doing online work means to me. And that's why I'm kickstarting my YouTube back up again, because I've missed it so much, and with the break that I've taken as well from YouTube has totally made me realise like how much I've missed it so much. And I'm so excited to be filming this video today for you all. Like I'm so excited, and I just cannot wait for you guys to like learn more about me as a person and just like know exactly who I am, because my personality is kind of hard to read sometimes, because like I can adapt my personality to meet everyone else, so for other people to understand who I am can be quite difficult sometimes. So I'm excited to use my YouTube channel and my other social media pages as like a way for you guys to learn more about me, and for me to learn more about you, and for us all to like help each other. And that's kind of like my aim goal. Like I don't just want to be a little girl who does makeup on YouTube anymore. Like I want to be someone who is recognised for like helping people, and just like obviously with my YouTube too, like I've been helping people for years, like regarding like, you know, with their makeup skills. Like people say they learn a lot from my YouTube videos and blah blah blah, but like I wanted to help people as well is not just makeup, if that makes sense. Like I want to be able to help people in every aspect, because I know that I would love someone to do that for me, so I would love to be able to help you guys in like every single aspect. So boiling back to the question again, like do you find it hard to manage both of them? Like I did, but it's just about priorities and prioritizing your time and making it like worthwhile. Pretty much that's all I have to say about that. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me loose setting powder, and I'm going to use this just to set underneath my eyes, my T-zone and my chin and stuff. Again, I'm getting loads and loads of questions about the TV show that I filmed in the summer. Like I said before, it'll be out in January time, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. But I'll have like more dates, like more actual dates available like on my Instagram whenever it's suited at the time. But I'm just so excited for you guys to see it, like, and so that I can like chat more about it like on my actual Instagram, because obviously the show, each episode is like 45 minutes long I think, and we were over there for like nearly 3 weeks, so you can only imagine like the amount of footage that we actually had and the amount of information that we actually learned, only it's been like really like compressed into just like 45-minute episodes. So there is so much stuff that I would like to say like besides the show on my Instagram, so whenever it's out I'll be able to talk more about like what I actually did and stuff like on my Instagram, so I'm so excited for that. So what I'm going to do now is just take my Doll Beauty bronzer in the shade Dark, and I love a good dark bronzer, because like bronzers on me, like because I'm quite tanned, I always like to have a bronzer that actually looks like dark on my skin and actually shows up and doesn't look muddy. So this one in particular is really good, and I love this one to kind of contour and sculpt my skin. Okay, so someone said, have you ever had any other beef with any other YouTubers or influencers? And to be honest, I never ever have, and that's probably such a big thing to say considering the amount of like drama that goes on in the beauty community nowadays. But I've always just stayed focused to like who I am as a person, and I don't really like mingle with anyone else in the beauty industry unless it's someone that I totally understand or like on my wavelength, because it's kind of hard to find people who are totally similar to me and like other people nowadays. And I've always just been quite like introverted with my YouTube channel and my Instagram and things like that. Like I've always just said really focused to just myself and like only my followers. I don't really go to events or nothing like that, but I'm so glad that I've never been involved in any drama regarding all that, because drama is just something that I cannot deal with, and I'm just so happy to be really independent nowadays and just live a drama-free, chilled life. Like I'm literally like a hippie at the moment. Like I'm just so chill, so easy going, just take everything in my stride. Well, I try to anyway, and drama is the least thing that I want to be dealing with right now in my life, and I have things that I'm prioritizing, and drama isn't, definitely certainly isn't one of them. So I'm glad and I'm so happy that I've never been involved in anything, so thank God. I'm going to take one of my favourite blushers at the moment, which is the Jordana Tisha Prom Queen blusher, which is this one here. I love this one so much. It's kind of like a pinky colour, but then has like a gorgeous like golden kind of reflex to it. It's so pretty, I love it. Someone said, how old were you whenever you moved out, and did this make you more independent? So I think I moved out whenever I was like 18, 19, and to be honest, like whenever you move out it's like such a big step, and you kind of have to be independent or else you'll just practically shit yourself and just return home again. And returning home is something that I didn't want to do. Like if I'm going to make progress in my life, I want to like go up the way instead of taking like a backward step. So whenever I left home, it was just like, right, okay, I need to be independent, and I was financially in a position to do so. Like I was happy enough. So I feel like obviously moving out, like you do naturally become more independent because you have to. And if you don't become independent, like I feel like you're just going to end up going back to your parents' house again and living with them, because like living on your own and taking that kind of big step out of your family home is like, it is a big thing, because you're having to deal with like everything that your parents had to deal with by yourself, and also being like so young as well. Like it was kind of hard, but like for me, like I don't know, it just kind of like naturally fell into place for me, and it was something that like I was excited to do. Like being an adult and being more independent kind of thrilled me more than anything. Like it didn't make me anxious and weird. Like I was excited to move out, I was excited to pay bills, I was excited to become so independent, and I just loved it, and I still do, and I will not probably ever return back to my family home, to be honest. Okay, so what I'm going to do now with my base, I'm going to do my highlighter and then move on to my eyebrows. So for my highlighter, what I've been doing recently is like spraying my brush with a little bit of like a hydrating mist, so that whenever I pick up my highlighting product, like it looks so much more pigmented and it makes it look so much better. And also because like you wet your brush beforehand, it stops the product from like dribbling down your face, and it keeps the product like on the actual brush, whereas if you didn't spray your brush, it kind of just like goes everywhere. So always spray your brush before you do your highlighter, and trust me, it makes it way more pigmented, makes it last a lot longer, and makes it like less messier looking too. So spray your brush. And for that, I'm just using the Revolution Purifying Primer Water with Cannabis Sativa, which is just, I'm obsessed with. You guys know me. If you follow my Instagram, you would probably know that about me by now, that I'm a little cannabis enthusiast, and anything cannabis inspired, especially products like makeup products, I'm just like all over. So spray your brush, and then I'm going to take my highlighter, and the highlighter that I'm going to use is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop, which is Jaclyn Hill's shade that she did with Becca like years ago. It's crazy how the beauty industry, like, and Jaclyn Hill especially, like oh my god, that in itself is like her lipstick scandal kind of thing. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, madness. But then their highlighting collection came out there and I'm just like, whoa, like that's so good, but yet the lipsticks were like so shit. Madness. I always like to put my highlight kind of like on the apples of my cheeks too, so that whenever you smile you can kind of say like, so cute. I'm going to do my eyebrows, and for my eyebrows I'm literally just going to take a little spoolie. I'm going to take my Illamasqua Brow Cake in the shade Thunder, and I'm also going to take a clear brow gel to kind of like spike them up, because I barely do anything with my eyebrows nowadays. I just have no time to sit and like try and get those lines like perfectly straight. I'm not having it. So recently I've just been loving like a real like fluffy, effortless looking eyebrow, and it's been like my thing for like ages now, and I'll probably never go back to like my old eyebrow habits whatsoever, because doing it this way just saves so much more time. Alright, so the next question is, can living with your boyfriend be a bit much sometimes? Because I'm struggling. So Anthony and I have been living with each other pretty much since we've actually like started going out, because he kind of like came and lived with me like before like we were actually like official kind of thing. So we've always kind of been living with each other. But with mine and Anthony's jobs, like we are so busy all the time. So even though we live together, like we only really see each other like a few hours each night, and then you're literally back to work again the next morning. So like we don't really see each other that much, even though we do live together. And I feel like if I was to see Anthony 24/7, like it would have such a negative effect on our relationship, like it would with anyone. Like if you see someone more than what you're supposed to, like you do start to get like naturally sick of that person, because we all like our own space at times. And I'm grateful that mine and Anthony's jobs like let us be a little bit more separated from each other, so that then whenever we are together, like it's nicer because we value our time together more, because we know we don't get it all the time. So someone asked me what are my future plans, and do I plan staying in Northern Ireland like for the rest of my life? And to be honest, I can probably like confidently say no now at this stage, because of my trip in America. Like, I'm sorry to keep on bringing this back up, but my trip in America there in the summer just like made me realize so much different things about me as a person and just what I want to do with my life. And it made me realize that like Belfast is somewhere that I don't see myself like thriving in really. Like Belfast's okay to live here, but this is not where I want to work and like build a working life for myself in Belfast. Like I just can't picture it. And so yeah, so I feel like probably like never say never, and I can't physically put my hands up and say yes I'm definitely going to do a certain thing, but I definitely can see myself living abroad somewhere in a different country, because Belfast as I'm getting older is just somewhere that isn't really like tickling my fancy anymore. And yeah, it's just doing my head in a little bit. But I'm excited to see what 2020 brings. So guys, for my eyeshadows today, I'm going to use the Be Perfect Cosmetics Master Palette, the LMD Remastered palette. So I'm going to just take a few of the neutral shades within this palette, so like a few of like these ones on this side, and just do like a really basic kind of smoky eye. I'm not going to do lashes or nothing today, just mascara, because I don't want to, like I hate doing real like dramatic eyes with no lashes. So whenever I do like a no lash look, I always just keep my eyes like really soft, because the mascara is just like enough for that. So I'm just going to do like a really basic like brown kind of smoky eye kind of thing with these kind of shades here. I'm just going to take this shade right here and just like put it all throughout my crease. So the next question is, how did you first get the confidence to start out a YouTube channel years ago whenever you were so young? And whenever I started YouTube back in the day, like it wasn't like how did I have the confidence, because like confidence wasn't even like a thing that was even spoken about back then. Like YouTube was so quiet and like such a small community, where like I started out YouTube whenever I was so young, and like no one even knew that I did YouTube at the time. Like that's how unusual it was to do YouTube, whereas nowadays like everyone does YouTube and Instagram and things like that. So I feel like because it's quite of like a big thing nowadays, like it's like a big thing for someone to like mentally and physically want to do it as like a job or as like a hobby even perhaps. So I feel like because there is so much like emphasis on it nowadays, like it does take a lot of confidence to go ahead and do that. So for me years ago whenever I started, like doing YouTube wasn't like, oh my god, I'm so scared of like what people might think, because I knew that like no one was going to watch them anyway whenever I was younger. Whereas now like YouTube is so common and so like normal to do, so it's a lot harder for someone to like want to start doing YouTube. But the only thing that I can say nowadays for someone who's interested in doing YouTube is just to do it for yourself and no one else. Like, at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to be sitting there in front of the camera recording yourself doing your makeup for whatever reason. And if you're worrying about what others might think, then perhaps this isn't going to be the job for you, or like the hobby for you to undergo, because like it's such a thing where like you are putting yourself on like a worldwide platform, so you do need to be kind of like thick-skinned for this kind of thing. And if you're not, like it can be quite like destroying to yourself, because I've heard of so many horror stories of people getting like trolled and stuff online, and it ended up like really badly. Like people have like killed themselves through suicide and everything, and people have did really bad things to themselves because of like the hatred they've been getting online and stuff. So being online and being a YouTuber and Instagrammer like isn't just smooth sailing, because it does take you to have like a really thick shell, and that's something that I've been able to build myself up with over the years. And if you aren't if you aren't that type of person, like it would be really hard for you. And so what you need to do is just stay focused to yourself and stay in your own lane and not worry about what others are going to think and say, because at the end of the day it's what you want to do, it's not what they're doing. So just stay true to yourself and just do what you want to do, and try and just close your eyes to everyone else around you, because you must stay focused. And if you want to make it like an actual thing, like you have to stay focused. And then someone said, if you could only use one makeup brand for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I remember this question, I always used to struggle so much because there was so many different brands that I used to love, but one brand that always stands out to me is Makeup Revolution. Like Makeup Revolution is just such a revolutionary brand that has just gotten bigger and bigger over the years, and it just consists of so many products. Like if you have Makeup Revolution products, you'll probably know yourself, like there's no need to really buy anything else, because all their products are so good and they're just amazing. And like if I could only use one brand for the rest of my life, it would probably be Makeup Revolution, just because they have like the entire shebang, and it's really good quality as well. So like, and also really inexpensive, so like why not? Like it's so good. So someone asked me, did I talk to anyone from school, and how did I find like not going to uni? I don't really talk to anyone from school, to be honest with you. Everyone's kind of like distant now, and there was lots of people I kind of spoke to in school that like I'm no longer friends with, and then there is people that I would still be like friends with, but we're just kind of like separated and distant just because of like whatever, you know, kind of happened. Like there's no drama, it's just like things, we've just grown up as people and just like don't really speak. Unless maybe like someone from school has got booked in for their makeup in the studio or something, maybe I would like get a little chat with them then. But the majority of people that I went to school with, like I literally have like zero connection with them anymore, just because of like just growing up in general and becoming independent. And me as a person, I'm not that type of person now to have like a million friends. I have like probably like one or two friends, to be honest, that I'm happy enough with having, and that's all that I want really. And that's just how like chill I am at the moment. I was going to take a little bit of the highlighter that I put on my face, on my inner corners, and also a little bit on my brow bone too. This is pretty much like the height of the eye look today. It's just really simple. So now onto my mascara, and the mascara that I'm going to use today is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara in black. I just kind of use like any mascara that I have lying around. I'm going to add a little bit of this Milani Baked Bronzer in 05, because this is one of my all-time favourite bronzers. It's so nice. I just love how it gives me like a really nice like glowy kind of dewy finish, and I just love it. And I'm just going to apply it like over all of the areas that I applied like my contour in, and just kind of give myself more of like an all-over kind of bronze. I love this bronzer so much. So for my lips today, I'm going to line them with this Primark lip liner in the shade Rosewood Mauve, and then I'm also going to apply the Stila lip gloss in the shade Casual Friday, which is kind of like a dusky kind of pink colour. I've been loving more like paler kind of pink colours on myself recently. Like I do love nude kind of colours, but like a nice like dusky kind of mauvey pink is also really pretty. So someone asked me, why did I take a break from YouTube in the first place? And the reason why I took a break in the first place on YouTube was just because like, simply because time just got the better of me, and it has been getting the better of me for ages now. And because of it, it's been such a reflection and a realization kind of moment that like I've missed this so much. Like there's no like severe kind of like explanation on why I left YouTube for a bit, but it's literally just like time got the better of me. And before I knew it, it was like 3 months before I last uploaded a YouTube video, and I was like, what is going on? Like, do you know what I mean? And so because of that, it made me realize like how much I want to get back into it, and I'm so excited to be uploading this video for you all and just like getting back into the zone of things. Like I cannot wait. So I'm just going to go back to my primer spray from earlier on and just set my whole entire skin, just to kind of take that like powdery look off my skin, and also to make it last a little bit longer too. And whenever I use like a misty kind of like primer spray, I always take a brush and kind of like press it into my skin, because I feel like because you have little hairs and stuff that come out of your skin, sometimes the product just like sits on the actual hair and doesn't actually like absorb into your skin. So I'm using a little brush to really press it in to actually make sure it totally works. So guys, this is the final look that I came up with. It's kind of just like a soft kind of daytime glam, but with like full coverage, like glowy skin, because you guys know me, like I cannot have like a lighter coverage. I pretty much just thought I would just come back onto my YouTube channel with a little Q&A, chilled out kind of video, because that's what I enjoy doing most. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a little comment down in the description box. And also don't forget to hit the little bell as well, so it means you'll get a notification whenever I do upload my videos. So guys, I love yous all, and thank you so much for watching this one, and I cannot wait to film my next one and show you guys, and I love yous, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.